Welcome back to the Small Biz Matters stand here at the Accounting and Business Expo. I'm super excited to be welcoming someone who's been coming for a number of years, and it's David from Mansfield Partner Accounting Tax and Business Advisory. Now, in that name, you encompass everything that this show is all about. Have you enjoyed coming in the last few years?
Yes, I think it says it all, the fact that I've come for 3 years and I've come for the 2 days at each year. So yes, I've enjoyed it. It's good to have a walk around and see what's out there.
Are you finding that it's more of an educational side of things, or are you picking up top tips from each of the apps that you need to implement in your business? What's the best thing you get out of the conference?
Both. I mean, I can see what tech apps are out there and I can quickly see how much they all cost. And I can get a bit of a gauge on my confidence in the software and how easy it is to use. But in terms of getting tips, particularly in the superannuation space, which I'm growing the business in, is to find out what's out there and get a bit of technical knowledge as well as what apps I can use.
So we had the Dana Fleming speaking yesterday from the ATO all about SMSF Super. So you're hearing from the experts and you're obviously dropping into each of these stands. Can I just ask you, because you mentioned there that you find out pretty quickly what those costs are, which is great. Can you give a tip to someone who's come for the first time? How do you discern from the large number of organisations available what the best thing is for your business?
Look, I think by getting them to do a demo, sometimes it's the personality of the salesperson and it's also the cost. I'm continually counting it out because they offer monthly subscriptions and I multiply them all by 12 and just see how many I can afford. So that's one thing. And there's certain things that are very good, but they're just not right yet. But I'm also looking to the future because I am growing. So I'm looking for things that I can use in the future that I may not be ready to take on now because I want to know what's out there, not just what I can use right now.
And do you keep coming back and again for that reason? You can see maybe how that software solution has evolved and how you can implement it after time?
Not exactly. What I tend to do is I tend to just look at what's current now and whether I think it's relevant. So I'm sort of doing a quick review. I'm not going back to what I looked at last year exactly. So it's just a review of what's out there, and rather than troll the web online from my office, is I would look here and quickly find out what's out there and what it costs.
Are you also making some good connections with other accountants and networking with them at all? Have you utilised any of the meetup spaces?
No, I haven't. I've been coming for 3 years, and the last 2 years I've spent a lot of time in the courses, and I found that I didn't have enough time to come around to the stands. So this year, although I've marked off a lot of courses I want to attend, I haven't seen one of them. I've been around to the stands all the time.
Somebody was saying earlier, another delegate was suggesting that maybe it needs to go for 3 days. What would your thoughts on that?
Sorry, can you say again?
Would you think 3 days would be a good opportunity, more opportunity to see more?
No, what I think they need to do is they need to repeat the sessions so that you don't get forced and locked into a session. You can go around to the stands and you can see a session in the afternoon that'll be repeated. It's not that you will miss it if it's not in the morning. And secondly, I believe they should have some time when there's no sessions, which kind of encourages people then to go around and look at the stands.
That's a really good top tip from someone who's been coming from a number of years. Look, David, thank you so much for joining us here at the Small Biz Matters stand and giving us some insights into a long-term attendee of the Accounting and Business Expo. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.